Welcome to Our Kids, sponsored by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Atherton High School correspondent Adi Schanie. This September, we will check out what students have been up to this summer and how they are preparing for this unusual school year. At Johnson Traditional Middle School, students and parents picked up supplies to begin the school year in NTI 2.0.
Hi, how are you all? Good to see you. Welcome back. We're going to start here. I am April Brooks, and I am the principal of the most amazing middle school, Johnson Traditional Middle School, where everybody is somebody. Today is our 8th and 7th grade registration. That's the first group of students that we're welcoming back. We're starting by giving them their student schedules with our counselors. They get an opportunity to meet their counselors. The PTSA is out here telling them about online membership. Also, students have an opportunity to get their textbooks, so their math and science notebooks that are going to be a part of the NTI 2.0, so they're prepared and ready to go.
So on the back of each of these is your team name.
I think it's pretty cool that they're having this event so we can get the information we need ahead of time and, give the kids the support that they need as well.
I got my schedule. They gave me my schedule and they gave me my math book. And I believe there's some stuff to tell you, like, what happens if you're late to school.
We already had a Q&A on Zoom for 6th grade parents to help with that transition from elementary, because we know that can be sometimes challenging for students. So parents had an opportunity to ask questions of the administrators. And then also we're having a parent orientation for all families so that they can ask questions about NTI 2.0.
I love you. Have a good day.
I'm looking forward to coming back, see all my friends again.
I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to finish the year off. But I still got to speak to my teachers over the NTI thing, and it was really good.
Inside the packets, pages are printed double-sided, so make sure you take a look at both sides, okay?
This was a great way for us to just start building those relationships that are important for students, so they get an opportunity to actually meet us face-to-face. And so I think it is a good way to have that first initial contact. I would definitely prefer to be able to shake my students' hands, give them a high five. I like to give hugs to my students, so it is a little bit different. But I did want to bring my pep rally gear, so I've got my pom-poms and my tutu. We like to celebrate at Johnson, so this is an opportunity for them to get somewhat of a feel of how we celebrate our students and staff at Johnson Traditional.
Welcome back. It's so good to see you all. We're going to have a great year.
It was free to participate in the JCPS Summer League. Check out some of the experiences students had.
So where we left off is kitty paws.
We have to leave it flat for a few minutes.
So the kids choose the adventure of making characters, monsters, and robots is one. And then the other one is the mazes and games. So using materials that they already have at home. There's no rules to it, just ideas, and they've created amazing things.
We've done the cat before, like right now, and her little lady, and she lets us decide what we put on her, how we glue stuff on it.
And remember, we have a hanger piece inside there that is the frame of it.
They don't really know recycling means to take something and reuse it to make it into something new. They usually think, oh, I put it in recycle bin and it's gone. But recycling actually means to make it into something new or to reuse. So the 3 R's is one of them.
Feet, string, a stick, and full bottle cat.
The adventures let them participate not only in kind of a learning activity, but also in socializing from our Google meetings, which is, I think, one of the most important parts of all of this.
I've found new friends, and then we've scheduled a meeting, which I got their phone numbers, and we can call each other and text each other whenever we want.
So it kind of keeps them in line with the educational side and social side all at once, the best we can, through these adventures.
This is the beginning stages of it, that's why.
The social side is, I feel, incredibly important because we get to see each other. They get to see each other and they talk. And they're from different schools, so they would never have connected up most likely otherwise. But they're doing the same thing, and they're giving ideas and exchanging, and they're collaborating, and all this great stuff that they need. They're learning through Google Classroom as well how to be in a classroom that's virtual. And that's all brand new too. So even myself, we're learning it together.
Well, hey, Julia, welcome aboard. Glad you're here.
How long did that take you to do, Ramiro? It takes about 10 seconds to make the selection.
I am Chris Brown. I'm a computer programming teacher here at Central High School. This is a sensor right here. This is called an MBot Ranger, and we use a block programming called MBlock that really teaches the kids a lot about the fundamentals of programming. You're a builder, but you're also a programmer, and you can make it do different things or sense different ways to go.
I really enjoyed having the robot. It was a really enjoyable experience because I haven't gotten to work with a robot before yet, and so this was nice for a first kind of thing. I also enjoyed learning how to program it. Being a tech class, this online schooling has ultimately probably made this more mobilizing for me, because now instead of having to be in class or in person and have to wait on other people, it's just here's the link, here's this, and it's ultimately much faster, at least for me.
As teachers, we are adapting to the newer technologies. With Google Classroom, just like we're using during NTI, we're able to share our screen with the kids so they can see it and then kind of mimic what we're doing with them. The cool thing about that is as we are going along, the kids are, they're doing various things, and then the way that they show us is they're, pointing their camera down at their bot or holding it up, and we're seeing what they're seeing.
What I've learned here is something that I'm going to be taking back to the STEM classroom, considering that I'm interested in working in robotics and fields associated with this. So this has been incredibly helpful to me.
I think it paves the way for where we are headed in education and how we can actually take this environment of learning virtually and then modeling it with an example of how to do it where there are actually hands-on connections there as well.
It engages them. It's not a thing where it's a boring camp and we're just sitting here and it's a lull. There's a lot of exploration going on. There's a lot of tinkering, and we really give the kids a lot of freedom to just go beyond what the basics are.
What I've done is using the ultrasonic sensor. I got it to detect how far away it is from different objects.
We really let them kind of branch out there.
Did you go swimming? My name is Sarah Whitley. When the school year started, I had Brian, and he did not talk. He was very clinging towards me. He wouldn't go with other teachers. He wouldn't go special area. So it was very hard. Even if the students were trying to speak to him in Spanish and English, he would not interact with them. Brian and I communicated with sign language, so I would teach him some sign language, so at least we had some form of communication with each other.
Are you excited? Yes?
When COVID-19 happened and we were out of school for NTI, Brian and I would interact on the video. And I had my cat with me, and he was in awe about my cat, and he went and talked to his mom about my cat. And so that was the first time I heard Brian talk.
Él habla en español.
Oh, sí.
And after that, we would meet 4 days a week, and we would meet online, and we would just talk about work, about whatever he wanted to talk about, as long as he was talking. I was really excited and then very emotional. I started to cry right afterwards because, as a teacher, you want nothing but the best for your student. And for him to talk was something I just desperately wanted him to do. I just want to hear his voice, hear his thoughts, listen to what he has to say, because all kids at that age have something to say.
We were extremely happy because he was able to open himself and interact directly with his teacher. That was really good for us. We were really, happy for him as well. He was not able to do that before. So she plays with him on the computer as well. So she tries to motivate, she make jokes, or she, do some mimes or mimics, and he enjoys that. He says he enjoys his teacher lessons online. Yeah. During this coronavirus stage in which we are, it is better for him to keep on using these computer learning technologies. It has played a decisive role in his learning, and we are very happy for it.
We kind of find the light with NTI and the positive. So this was definitely a very positive story.
Hawthorne Elementary introduced social justice topics in their Summer Scholars Program.
This summer, in response to the events that are happening in local and national news, we wanted the Summer Scholars Program at Hawthorne to be an avenue for social justice learning.
I'm learning about systemic racism.
Take time to look through some of these videos and read books with your families. Our goal is to really help our students become globally and culturally competent learners.
Systemic racism is when people are treated differently and it gets passed down in generations.
There's no question this has been a challenging year, not only for my children, but for all children here that are going to JCPS, with all of the things with the pandemic, and then of course with the the racial strife that we've had not only here locally, but of course across the nation as well. So I think it has to be tackled. I don't think you can keep your head in the sand no matter what age you really are to what's going on. I think more information is better than less information, and to have not only kids engaged, but parents and families engaged, that's only a positive thing.
We've created and curated a variety of resources such as books and videos that will help with that social justice learning.
I think it's good because it teaches you stuff to get better at, and when you're going into other grades, it teaches you more stuff.
In addition to the social justice piece, we also have some assignments and activities that will help our students explore the world, and they can learn about different cultures and countries and backgrounds.
I'm getting ready to do a project about Lithuania. The Camp Out Escape Room is about they got lost, they were walking and they got lost in the forest. So you had to figure out how to get back to your campsite.
We want our students to be more aware of what's going on around them. And the events are happening, they're right around us in Louisville. It's going on right now in the summer. Thank you guys, have a great summer. Bye.
Bye. Remember to read.
We've got more JCPS stories coming up. Stay tuned.
We are kicking off the 2020-21 school year with what we're calling NTI 2.0. Non-traditional instruction for all JCPS students will look different than it did in the spring. This time, online learning will also include a blend of hands-on learning. Many classes will be live and recorded. It's going to feel much more like in-person classes. Don't worry, though. We will be flexible with families. Students can expect more engaging, interesting projects, much like our adventures in Summer League. Classmates will have more frequent interaction with each other, virtually of course, while teachers are expected to connect with each student several times a week. With NTI 2.0, students and parents can get feedback from teachers, and there will be more time for one-on-one instruction or help in small groups. The curriculum is designed to keep students on pace to create items for their digital backpacks. NTI 2.0 begins this school year.
It's kids like you that make me feel like coming to work every day. I just thank you for being here and becoming the student and young man that you've become.
I appreciate that. You're trying to make me emotional.
I brought you down here just to say how amazing I think you are as a video student, and I've seen such amazing growth, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. So thank you.
Oh, thanks. And I know you're gonna have an amazing future wherever you go. But I just want to let you know, I thank you. You're the reason why we're here.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
I don't know if you know this, but when you come to my group and you know how you smile really big and you tell me your stories, it makes my day. And you're always so kind and so positive.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm Atherton High School correspondent Adi Schanie. The Academy at Shawnee is getting a major overhaul with the help of JCPS graduates.
Willie Buckner walked these same halls as a teenager.
I graduated in 1970 from Shawnee High School.
Now he's back in his old stomping ground as part of a family affair. He's the project manager for the construction and cleaning companies owned by his son and daughter, and they're part of the $40 million renovation of the Academy at Shawnee.
To be a part of this, seeing it, the changes, the transitions of them putting all these new windows in, I mean, they are really putting it down. It makes you feel good to say, hey, I am a part of this, and not just passing by the school every day, but I actually get a chance to see it inside, the growth and the changes that's being made. And I'm sure it's going to affect the young people who come. They're going to be surprised at what they're going to see this year.
There's a great sense of pride to know that we are walking these hallways and a part of the revitalization of this project.
Sharita Brown is Willie Buckner's daughter. She owns I Am Construction Cleaning Company. Brown has hired 3 recent college-bound Jefferson County Public School graduates to work on the Shawnee project, as well as other JCPS school renovations this summer.
Knowing that I come from a JCPS school, so
me just being in here feels like I'm doing something good for those who I go to school with or who's coming into school and just everyone around.
I've been going to JCPS schools my whole life, and it feels good. I took part in, helping restore it and making it look better and just getting it to where, it just looks nice.
Because we're bettering the community for the ones the upcoming under us, and showing them that you don't gotta be doing that to look cool. Anything you can do, everything, just put your mind to it.
And Willie Buckner's son, Jason, also a JCPS grad, owns Wildcat Construction, one of the main subcontractors on the Shawnee project in the heart of West Louisville.
Yeah, it's a prideful thing, and it's not even just that it's JCPS, it's also a situation where you're doing it during the pandemic, where a lot of people are unemployed, a lot of people need jobs, and then the fact that we're able to give people from the community jobs that they can be proud of and help put food on the table for their families, that's all something that I look at as an honor for. I think the community is starved for investment, so the more that actually comes out and matriculates throughout our city and our community, I think the better that it's going to be for everybody.
Manual High School now has the district's first turf field thanks to generous donors.
I'd like to welcome everyone here this amazing day that we're going to dedicate and open up this special field for DuPont Manual Field Hockey and Lacrosse. So I thank the Bakers for what their vision was and all the energy that they have put into this.
Extremely proud to see the first turf field in JCPS history, and especially for it to be for women's sports in field hockey and lacrosse. Well, I think it's very symbolic in the fact that all of our facilities, including our athletic facilities, are decades behind other cities. You could just go to Lexington and see these fields at every single high school in their community, yet this is the first one for us. We have 25 high schools, and this is the absolute first one that we have. I think it's very meaningful that it's for women's sports, lacrosse and field hockey, which very proud of. But this is something that we need to do at every single high school across this county.
It's just like monumental for us. It really levels the field for us. Out there every year we're competing for the state championship, and we feel like we come up just short because we don't practice and play on turf all year like the other schools do. Is that we've involved every single alum from the field hockey and lacrosse side, and being for women's athletics was a major reason people wanted to give. It's a more crisp game. The ball doesn't go all over. In grass it hits a piece of dirt and it goes in the air. Here it stays on the ground unless you intentionally put it in the air, and it just speeds up the game and really allows you to play at that higher level.
This just gives more access to the kids to be practicing on a field every single day, no matter whether it's rain or shine, and on a top-notch field, and I think that's what our students deserve.
Iroquois High School students had a chance to work at the Mcatee Community Kitchen over the summer.
Right now we're standing in the Mcatee Community Kitchen. This is a kitchen that was created as a way to help heal our community by feeding people, and we have created this kitchen in honor of Chef David Mcatee. Not everyone's called to go and protest, not everyone's called to go and march. What else can we do to get involved? And it just came natural to us, food. Louisville has a ton of food deserts. What can we do to feed people? We are producing 205 meals. We will have a portion of that go to a Shelby Park location, another one will go to One West, and then another one will go to the California Community Center. When COVID hit, school shut down for the last 3 months of the year, and our students at Iroquois missed out on 3 months of hands-on culinary training. So we wanted to give them an opportunity to make up that learning while also getting paid and also getting connected to the huge network that we have with the initiative.
It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel like I'm doing something positive towards the world, because Chef always told me to use my talent to help the community.
See this little black dot? See that peg? It's got to meet up with that. There you go. We're learning how to make mistakes. We're learning how to cook and work safely. And also we're learning how to social distance and adding new safety measures amid a global pandemic.
It was always me, but now through JCPS I'm learning like it's not just you, but it's how you act towards other people.
So for them to have this hands-on experience is incredibly valuable. Our first year in the culinary program at Iroquois, we didn't have a kitchen. So for us to be able to make up that experience now and really say, okay, this is what a quart container looks like, and if I cut that in half, that's 2 cups. You're learning conversions, you're learning to do that math really quickly on the fly. It's incredibly valuable.
Chef, like I say, I call her my mom because we have a really close relationship, and she also has that relationship with many other students. We don't just talk to her about with grades or whatever. We'll go to her about personal things that we're facing in life.
Good luck. On the onion grating. I think that with JCPS moving into the academy models, we're getting more and more business partners in, and being able to partner with our business partners outside of school in a real world setting is really cool.
It will open doors for me, of course. Inside the business world, I'm meeting a lot of people that I wouldn't know if I wasn't doing it. I want to own this place. I'm going to own this place one day.
4 seniors were awarded more than $80,000 through the JCPS Employee Scholarship Fund.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
$6,000 for you. Thank you. So, I think this takes care of all your tuition at U of L. So, congratulations.
My name is Sharita Brown and I go to Central High School. My plan is to go to University of Louisville and major in public health. I don't even know. I wasn't even expecting this. Like, my parents just woke up and they're like, "Oh, we're going somewhere. Just get ready." And I'm like, okay. And then this just happened. I don't know. It just sounds so exciting. Thank you so much. In my interview, I talked about how I'm from Ghana and mostly about like the hardships that I went through being at home without my family and stuff like that. That's mostly what I talked about, and getting this scholarship obviously means so much, but it's basically it is going to let me finish school debt free, and that's really, like, it means a lot to me.
Your principal, Kenny.
This is from my heart-feeling desire. Thank you so much. God bless you, and God bless your family.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job.
Public health, but I want to do it on a pre-med track, so hopefully, you guys might see me in the medical field someday, so that's what I'm really hoping for.
Here we go. Oh, $20,000. That's for everything you need for the rest of your time.
Thank you so much.
So congratulations. And there's your principals here.
My name is Govinda Bustala. So I go to school at Fern Creek High School, and I'm a senior there. I feel great. Yeah, this is crazy. I wasn't expecting this, so it's wonderful. I'm really grateful for this opportunity.
You know, I get teary when I think about the class of 2020. So any way we can celebrate them, it's just an incredible moment for us.
This money will help me to further my studies at the University of Louisville. This scholarship will cover my 4 years there, as I'll be studying computer science and business there. I feel like I have my time at the university. I'm planning on creating new programs there and starting a computer programming club. So staying there and accomplishing my 4 years there, it will really benefit me and benefit my community as well. Because I feel like I'm one of the Nepalis who will be staying there and then creating a program. So the scholarship means everything to me, and not worry about it taking out any loans and stuff.
You want to know how much it is?
How much is it?
You ready to see this?
Oh
$30,000. All the employees, JCPS gave you $30,000. I think that's for all 4 years. That covers your expenses, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
All
Thank
right,
you.
congratulations.
Hello, my name is Deja Andrews. I go to Seneca High School. I got a $30,000 scholarship from JCPS. I'm going to use it to fund my education. I'm so excited. It means so much, especially as a first-generational scholar. I'm going to go to the University of Michigan, Dearborn, and I'm studying biology on a pre-medical track because I want to become a doctor. I had to overcome having the fear of being successful and wanting to change my family tree, and explaining that there's like a lot of imposter syndrome sometimes when you get the success and you see other people who have these amazing families, but it never discredited my family. I always was like, I'm going to be successful. This is my narrative, and I'm going to follow that. That's my grandmother right here.
Yeah.
I decided to choose University of Michigan Dearborn because I wanted to help my grandmother. My grandfather passed away, and I felt like it was a sense of moral obligation, and she helped me so much growing up. That's why I chose U of M Dearborn.
She's a giver.
Thank you. I'm so excited about my future. I can't wait to become a doctor. I can't wait to help other people. It means so much to me.
You ready to see this, how much it's for? Look at that, $24,800. That is for the rest of your tuition and all of your expenses for U of L for 4 years.
My name is Zoe Clemens, and I go to DuPont Manual High School. I just got a scholarship. I'm going to the University of Louisville, and I plan to study nursing. It'll help me be able to stay on campus and maintain independence.
Zoe is one of the best people that I know. And I'm not just saying that because I'm her mother, but she's caring, she's considerate. She has so many wonderful qualities. I'm just blessed to have her as a daughter.
When I was younger, I had a lot of surgeries, and I just love the way the nurses take care of me, so I wanted to help other people in that way.
It's going to do a lot for her. Without scholarships, it wouldn't have been possible.
It means a lot because I sometimes face a lot of doubt, and yeah. I'm hoping to live on campus and just have a college experience.
We are at Grace James Academy of Excellence, the new all-girls middle school. Grace James will have 150 girls. We open this school year as our first inaugural class of girls. We will focus on STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And we will use a Afrocentric framework. So our girls will learn STEAM through a gender-specific and Afrocentric perspective.
I'm just going to be looking forward to making new friends and even making new friends with teachers too.
It will be amazing because I'm part of the history that they're making right now. And all of the other things that's going on, I can say I was a part of this history.
It's very critical for girls to have a sense of belonging and be okay with the skin that they're in, and to build confidence and have a connection with other girls and an adult.
I think it's important because there's people I can relate to, like all the girls that are coming here because it's a girls' school. Also the Afrocentric curriculum because it's the curriculum from our point of view, not the Eurocentric curriculum.
Pediatrician here in Louisville, and she spoke up for those who did not have a voice as well as didn't have medical care. She used her voice and her position to advocate for health care for those in her community. This is Grace James Academy of Excellence, one crown, one sisterhood.
What the crown stands for is collaboration, resilience, originality, willingness, and narrative. And what that means is you're supposed to have leadership in you, you advocate for others, you never give up on yourself.
Thanks for watching our show. You can find entire episodes on our JCPS YouTube page. Until next time, keep supporting our kids.